And we'll start the other one. A lot of questions have been coming up about the business. There have been people who are asking, how can they get involved? It's actually very simple. Um, there are a couple of folks here right now who, when they first came to one of these meetings, had a definite negative and, in fact, dismissive attitude toward network marketing. I can tell you from personal experience, my experience with network marketing goes back decades, and I was always convinced that network marketing was just the biggest joke that there was, and it really was not about the end user. It was about filling up my garage with product. So I was extremely skeptical when it came to network marketing. So I understood the folks who came here that had that same thinking. And I've called out Daphne Miller a couple of times and asked her to share her story because she was just so overt with hers. She didn't mind telling the whole world that she didn't believe it. We're gonna see. She said, "I'm from Missouri. You got to show me." So, Daphne, would you mind telling us just a little bit about your story and what your thinking is now toward network marketing and particularly this company and this product?
Well, this product has really I was skeptical about micro daily because just like you were saying, you hear products out there and they said it's work, that work, but was skeptical of just popping some pills. And when the Joker scene sent the pills, I had them. I didn't take them. I only took them once. I got on the Zoom, this meeting you had today, and heard the stories that people were saying. And then once, because I didn't take, I don't really take a lot of medicine, period. But once I listened to what individual had to say, and some of their symptoms was very similar to mine, I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. But what shocked me was that when I tried it, it worked right away. So I wasn't sure that was micro daily working.
Must be your
So
imagination.
exactly. And I had some serious issues. I had some hallucination issues. I had pain. I just cannot believe I don't have it. Now I still have my neuropathy, and my neuropathy came from the cancer in my hands and my feet, but it's nothing like it once was. But the pain in my body that I was having every day of my daily living, uh, um, I just dealt with it, just like so many other people probably deal with pain every day. And I do have a high tolerance of pain. So my pain was, and I had some narcotics. If I wanted to take it, I could have took that, but I didn't want to be out, zombie
Very
out.
smart.
So I didn't take those pills. I just didn't. So once I saw it worked for me. Right away, I became a um, health advocate. Uh, uh, I did. I hate I didn't go in at the high level. I didn't understand at that time. So it was honestly the fact that it worked for me. I said, well, if it worked for me, I can I wasn't looking at selling, trying to sell something to individual. I was looking at the fact that it worked. And I have so many friends that are in situations that pain is something.
That's right.
I didn't understand how pain can really mess your life up. And my husband had sickle cell pain. So when I had pain, I said, wow, I didn't know he was having this kind of pain, but it could have
Yeah.
been different. But the selling part became easy because it worked for me. The biggest part is getting my family. But the business part of it is really, I make pretty good money, I think. I'm not looking at the money. honestly. But when I when I see I had a couple of $300 up there, it looked good. So I said, let me do something with this. So I moved it. But and I started buying product too. But the effects of the product is so phenomenal. If I can get my brother to do it, it'll be wonderful.
Hmm.
It really would be wonderful. If he would just try it. That's the hardest part. The family to me is the hardest thing.
Yes,
Other
they are.
people who are on the call who I introduced to it, I think they see the difference, and they've been sending me a lot of people.
Hmm.
But the business part of it is easier because when other people try, they send you who they want. They send you people, and it just triple down. I got people in Oklahoma now, and I got people in Chicago, and I'm getting people I mean,
So, so did
it's
you know
nice.
people in Oklahoma before this?
Uh, yeah,
Did
I did.
you knew those people in Oklahoma though?
Yeah, I knew them,
Okay.
but I didn't think that
Chicago.
they would. Yeah, I got some. Well, I didn't know the ones in Chicago. No, but I have some friends in Chicago, but I didn't know them. But
Okay.
now since I met them, maybe I would try uh, to talk to some of my friends in Chicago, family members in Chicago. But no, I didn't know them. I didn't know them. Even though I'm getting in touch with a lot of doctors and nurses through the people I introduce here. I'm having a lot of doctors and nurses coming to me. That's the reason I'm so interested in the the thing with the diabetes.
That's right. That's right. We're one step closer, by the way. In fact, I information that I was trying to get from Dr. Nakuzi, um, I was able to get some specific information from Dr. Prasad now. That's going to be very, very key part of that whole diabetes program. So exactly what information we're going to be collecting from the participants. Now we just got to put the forms together. In fact, while you all are here, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Let me see if I can just share that a part of this because we are making some progress. Some progress. You brought this up, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Um, what I appreciate about what has happened in your case, Daphne, is that you were like me and very skeptical when it came to network marketing and who wants to sell anything. And you don't want to get a reputation for selling stuff because people see you coming and they go the other way, and they would say, "Well, she's just going to be trying to sell me something again." But you don't seem to be deterred by that now. You don't seem to have a problem with that. You recognize now that you're literally doing these folks a favor, and that's the way you have to think about it. You have to think about it as not selling, but telling. Because if they knew that there was something that could have a real impact on that chronic pain that you're talking about, would they even give it a try? Would they try it? And look what happened to you. When you heard stories, you tried it, and voila. Not only did you not have to separate yourself from $100 to buy it because someone cared enough about you, Jockasines, and sent it to you. And they had it sitting there on your table in your cabinet until you came to your senses. The
Now
method
they did
works.
call every now and then.
Hmm.
They called me every now. Have you tried this? I said, no, I don't know about trying none of this stuff. Them green pills, I don't know about that, bro.
Yep. And
But
green pills, see, scary. Green
mhm.
pills. And look at that. Now the green pills your friend.
But I'm getting some hits on my Facebook too now.
And Facebook.
Yeah, now I'm getting some hits.
Okay. So you're telling stories on Facebook?
I'm doing just a little. I got to get it together even more so now. I think Facebook and YouTube. I wanted to call and talk to you about um, I've been sharing your YouTube video with sending it to everybody because I think sometimes people want to, you talk on a higher level. So that about that, what we talked about last week, I thought was excellent. So I've been just sending it out to people. Hopefully they'll look at it. My cousins who are on Facebook and YouTube, they've been picking it up. So if they pick it up, it's gonna be something. I'm
That's
not a
very
Facebook
good.
person, but they are.
That's very good. Well, you just told a major story by telling that one. So that's interesting to hear and very good to know. So we'll just pause for 1 second. This is the beginning of it. This is on the hcsaaa.com website. And here's the hemoglobin A1c, and it explains the program, how it works. And there it is, a very simple application. So once this starts being promoted and advertised, the database is going to just build up. There's going to be a massive collection of people who want to participate in this hemoglobin A1c research study. And all they have to do is sign up for it. Once they sign up for it, all of those people will then be being distributed among those who are participating in this program. Health advocates like you. And when they contact you, you already have their basic information. You'll basically send them out a small packet that helps them to get started on the program. Guess what the small packet is going to include?
Yes.
Micro daily.
Yes, it will. And you'll give them specific instructions on how to take it. And all they've got to do is what you see on the screen there. Continue to do what they're already doing. Keep track of their sugar levels, especially their fasting sugar levels. Once they see what's happening to their fasting sugar levels and then go back to their doctor and check their A1c, guess what they're gonna find out? Oh wow, my numbers are starting to go in the right direction. What's going on here? Then you remove them from the study. And the question that they're going to ask you is, how do I get some more of that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you going to tell them? You're going to tell them to call me, right? So I can sign them up as a customer? That's the deal.
Nah, I send them my information.
Oh, you're not going to give them to me, huh? So your bottle, your customer, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready for that though. I think that's gonna be excellent. I saw my mother. She take 5 shots a day.
Wow.
And her numbers with the green bottle was going down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still going down, but I saw a little spike when I switched her over to the gummies because I was having a time getting her to do the green bottles. She getting tired of taking all that. So, but that's the reason I say I think the green bottle, the original formula, works better than the gummies.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorite. The plus, as you said, was my absolute all-time favorite. But this green bottle, I think, is still just off the Richter scale. So, but that's okay. Now you just pause there for 1 second because skeptic number 2 is now on the screen. So Mamie, you mind telling us what was your initial disposition with regard to doing this business, and what kind of results are you getting now?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Well, when I first heard about the supplements, I actually heard about them from a sister that Sister Levat had started on the vitamins, and she told me about them, and I simply just ordered them so that I could try them. And I didn't really know about the selling part or anything like that because that I was just simply interested in getting them for myself. Well, I told my daughter about them when I started, and she was like, well, Mom, order me some. I didn't know about building her, ordering her some under her own name, making her a preferred customer. I just ordered some for her under my name and sent them to her. But then I listened to the meeting. Dolores said, well, stay on and listen to the meeting. So I listened to the meeting, and I started telling my family about it, and everybody who I told about it, my brothers, they had real bad problems, and everybody just started saying, yeah, order some for me. So before I knew it, I was making money and I had no intentions of making. I had nothing against multi-level marketing, but I never saw a product that was so easy to, to get people to try it, especially with the samples. I think that's a great thing that the company does, allow you to send samples. And if you get 5 samples every time you get somebody to buy something, I was like, hey, I'm sending this to everybody. And I was only looking to make maybe $100 or $200 a month, but I far exceeded that. And I'm really excited about it, not just for myself, but I've been trying to tell other people about it, not just purchasing the product, but I'm like, if you know someone who will benefit from it, you could make, when I tell them about the all of it bonus, most people's mouth drop. They be like, no way. They're like, there's no way. Are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So that's how I got the advocates that I have, because I'm like, why let someone else make the money? You can make the money for yourself. So it's been a nice little ride, and I'm looking forward to doing bigger things.
So now you said you weren't expecting to make any money with this. You weren't even trying to make money. You just telling people that you cared about.
Yeah, I had no intentions of signing up to sell anything. Like I said, I was just ordering. Anybody said they wanted it, I just ordered some and sent it to them under my own name. I didn't realize I needed to make them a preferred customer, and then every month. But once I started seeing those checks coming in and getting those e-wallet emails, I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Yep.
It's been really nice, especially since I retired last year. So it's been nice to retire, to have something to, to help supplement my income.
That's right. Yeah. Because I mean, retirement, you just get rich when you retire, right?
Real rich,
All kinds of money come in from Social Security, right?
All falling out the trees.
All falling out the trees. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Mr.
you're happy you
Jones,
got some little extra coming in there. So anyway,
yes,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Somebody was raising a question there.
It was me, Francis.
Go ahead, Francis.
How do you start off to marketing it? Do you buy the stuff and then sell it, or what?
Well, that's a very good question. The thing that we tell people, I think the easiest way to do it is, instead of buying it and selling it, the easiest way is to just use your own website and tell people to go to your website and they can just buy it there. You don't have to have an inventory. The company is happy to ship it directly to the person for you. So you don't have to do that.
Told someone about it. I told someone about it, and then I have some more people, that have different pains and everything, and they talking about going to a specialist now because they have like a bad back pain. And some of those things, now for me, I love herbs. That's how I got out of that medicine of diabetes. I don't like diabetes medicine, because if you keep taking it, you're never going to be able to get off of it, because you become a dependency with it. But I like the herbs, and I took herbs. This is not my first time taking herbs. I take a lot of them, different ones. But to have one where you don't have to take a bunch of other ones, that's even better. That is even better. I mean, because I'll take the dandelion root. It does so many things for the body and everything.
Yes, it does.
I was never skeptical about this capsule because I am a herb fool. I go to herb stores, and if I could afford it, I would go to a herbist doctor, because they are good. They are better than medical doctors. And my doctor, I love her. She always, every time I take the herb medicine to her, well, not medicine, but it's like organic, she always approved it. She has never turned me away, because it works.
That's rare.
And because pretty soon I'm gonna get rid of the high blood pressure medicine. I ain't gonna keep taking that.
Yep, that would be very wise.
For one thing, I haven't had any of one of the pills for almost a month because I moved and they sent it to the wrong address, and the mail people don't deliver packages. When you change address, they only deliver your mail on change. And I've been feeling fine.
You're feeling
I
fine
ain't had
without this pill for a
headaches
whole
or-
month.
Yeah, I ain't had no dizziness or anything. And it probably has to do with me not eating all the junk food that I used to eat, because my stomach can't take it anymore. So I'm eating a lot more healthier. You know, sometime at night, in the evening, I'll eat a vegetarian meal, you know, and
Yep.
so, you know, so
Well, that's
I'm good
smart.
with that. And I know how much to eat when it comes to starch. Like my A1c, it is excellent. My A1c is good.
Well,
And
see,
my
now-
pressure, it's like 122, maybe over 64.
Oh my goodness. Well, see, you're going to be good as an advocate on the with the diabetes program. So that's fantastic. We need to talk some more too, Francis. So I may have to do me a favor, make sure that you send me an email so we're in contact. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to write your email down because I didn't like the other lady that say she had I had no intentions of selling it, but I thought about that. Now I sell houses. What do you call it? I'm not a real estate licensed person, but what I do, I sell them and I get finder's fee.
Oh, there you go.
You know, for lots and flipping houses, I'll get a finder's fee of $500 or $300. But you know what? Doing this is so much easier.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have
you
to
work
worry
one
about
time.
no one bugging me.
Yeah,
because
well,
the
you
real
work
estate
one
people-
time and you get paid over and over and over again with this.
Yeah, because they will bug you. Do you know any houses yet? And I mean, you'll sit at a table all day, calling downtown, calling City Hall to find out what's empty and who lost what. So I said, you know what, Francis, you're gonna do a lot better if you sell these things.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're happy to have you on the team, Francis. Daphne, you have another comment you want to make? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question, but Francis, you're not getting enough for your houses. You should at least be getting 5,000 for your finder's fee.
There you go.
That's serious business, Francis. If you want to call me, I'll talk to you. But anyway, how do you, with the health, not the health advocate, but with the PCs? Because I got a lot of PCs that are sending me, they don't want to sell. I mean, they don't want to, they just send me the people.
I'll
But
tell you what,
how
let
do
me tell you, I know exactly what you're saying. How do you get them on board, right?
Yes.
You could do one of two things. You can send them a check for what they would have made and then 1099 it. And that'll get their attention. Or just tell them that you're going to plug them in and hold a position for them. So let's say you're building your organization, right? And you've got 2 legs and you need a 3rd leg now. And this person they keep sending you referrals. And they won't stop. They just steady sending you referrals. Tell them, listen, I'm just going to plug you in. And then you just keep sending me names and don't worry about it. They don't have to do the business, nothing. And most of the time they'll agree to it. So just create a position for them. And even if you purchase the starter kit for them, whatever package it is, you can ship that package to yourself if you don't want them to get it. So you can take Jane Doe, sponsor her in, pick up the phone and call the company, or online yourself, do it yourself. Put your address in for the starter pack you're going to buy for them. All right. Then every time they send you referrals, plug them in under them. They'll start getting that all of it bonus. Make sure you maintain control of their account so you can log in and then just send them a screenshot of how much money they made doing nothing.
Oh, good.
That'll wake them up.
Okay. I started to do that, but I wasn't sure. Because she said, no, don't do it right now. I'm going to do it. But But I started, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. Dolores had no intentions of doing the business either. Dolores up there. Did Dolores introduce you to this, or
The
was it
Joker said,
Mamie? Oh, Jockeys. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
But Dolores, she's so nice and sweet. She called me up and she says, "No, I'm too busy. I got my other things that I'm doing, and me and James, we talked about it, and we're not going to do the business." I said, "No problem, Dolores. I'll just plug you in. No, you don't have to do nothing. I'm just gonna plug you in." She said, "Oh, okay." How much you making now, Dolores?
Do you really want me to tell you?
Tell it. They need to know.
Well, basically, and I basically just got customers, Jonathan. Um, I'm getting over 1,000.
She getting over $1,000 a month now. And she had no intentions of doing it. I just plugged her in, and she just would send me a few people here and there. She'd tell me this person or that person. Next thing you know, here she is, $1,000 a month.
More like between 12 and 1,500.
Mm-hmm. What a shame.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
What a shame. So it works, Daphne.
Mhm.
Just plug
Yeah,
her in, get the referrals, stick them underneath, and once they see those first $200 or $300 checks coming in, I guarantee you they'll know your phone number then.
okay.
Hmm. I have one of those right now that's sending recommendations, constant flow of customers, and I'm
Jonathan,
not complaining. Yes, go ahead,
Jonathan,
Dolores.
it's much easier now though. I've
Oh yeah.
yeah, when I first started, I mean, I was doing it for like, excuse me, 4 years before I really, started to see anything. But the product was good. I wasn't really doing it for the money. The product was good. It was benefiting my husband, my children, grandchildren, and myself. And basically, that's what I was looking at. Um, so I was a long time. I was almost like a loner by myself as far as the business.
Mm-hmm.
Started to pick up after about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's about being patient, and especially when all you're doing is sharing it with others. Yeah, so we talked before about, and every single person here has had the same experience. If you're successful and you're making anything in the business right now, it's because you dare to send somebody a bottle. This is your biggest risk right here. 1 or 2 bottles of Micro Daily, and let them look at it. Let them see it, and sooner or later they'll try it. Or as Mamie did, Mamie loves the sample. She loves the mailers. So those little small samples from Engage Global is working for Mamie. This is what works best for me. So I just put them on a whole bottle and then see what happens from there. But especially right now, COVID-19 is no joke, and people are looking for something. And once we get the A1 Hemoglobin A1c program off the ground, I'm going to be working on a health food store program for us. Because guess what's happening at the health food store right now? They're being inundated. People are running to the health food stores and asking the clerks, what can I take? And they're telling them, oh, just take vitamin D. And they're giving them all these vitamin Ds and zinc. In fact, don't wait for me. If you got some health food stores around you, go talk to the owners. Go talk to the owners, take them the science brochure, then sign them up and tell them that they can get the product wholesale and they can put it right on the shelf. Give them those little rat cards, help them see it for themselves. They can sell this. Print out the Dr. Prasad's published paper explaining the science behind microdaily and how it impacts COVID-19. Let them try it. And if they don't want to buy it, tell them you'll leave six bottles on the counter. If they will put it on the counter, you'll leave 6. Buy yourself one of those little plastic cases, right? It's got the card on it. Make sure you got your website on it. Got the little card on it. Tell the store what to sell it for. Tell them make sure you sell this for, what's the retail on this? $69.95, $75, whatever it is. Tell them they sell it for the retail, right? But they owe you $50 per bottle when you come back. They keep everything over $50. So you can work with those stores that way. Once they see it starts moving, they'll sign up. So, because many of them will let you leave stuff on consignment. So just go in there as a rep, and they'll let you leave it there on consignment. So try that. For those of you who are ambitious and looking to expand your business, that's one way to do it. Because the health food stores, people are going to health food stores trying to find out what can they take, because they realize that the vaccine is not stopping them from going into the hospital. The vaccine is not making their immune system stronger. And there's nothing for their children. Now, you walk in there with that box of gummies, I guarantee you, you'll get that. Especially those debt cards. You guys have seen the debt card that they got, the rat cards for the gummies. Put that on the counter and take a couple bottles of those for children. But my next thing is going to be to try to design a nice little poster for children, something that's going to attract parents to come over it, and just say on there, Mom, what are you doing for your daughter, for your children? That's all I've got to say. Something very simple. What are you doing for your children today? For your children's immune system today? And I'd like to say on there, don't say Flintstone vitamins. Now, I don't know how it would work as far as our income is concerned, but Engage Global does have a program for, it's a medical program where doctors and things can sign up and get the product half price. That's a big thing. That's a whole nother conversation. But for these health food stores, you want to sign them up just like they're a regular health advocate, so they can buy wholesale and retail the product. Because the only way they can sell it out of the store is retail. Okay, so that'll be the next frontier. That it's wide open right now because everybody's going to health food stores trying to figure out what they can do. Go ahead, Estelito. Just jump in there.
Hi, Jonathan. Just a quick question. One of the preferred customer asked if she would like to become a health advocate. How long would it take for her to become a health advocate? Right now, she is a preferred customer for about 2 months now.
The easiest thing to do is to call customer service. And the last time I had this situation, all you do is call customer service and they'll convert the account to a health advocate, and then she can just purchase one of the starter kits.
Okay.
At that point. So they don't have to go out and come back in. They'll convert that account to health advocate.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Easy way to transition people in. Sonia, you're still on? She has a question about how much money you make at the different levels.
Yes, I'm still on, Jonathan. Thank you. I have a guest that's on that wants to know what are the different levels and what do you get with them?
With the starter kits?
Yes, sir.
Each of the starter kits gives you approximately a corresponding amount of product. The lowest level, $30, only has business material. That's all that's in there for $30. That's the lowest level to come in, $30. I don't recommend it, but for some people, that's all they can afford. The highest level, $1,000, you get about $900+ worth of product and marketing material. In my opinion, that's the best way to start the business. That way, you come in at $1,000, you're in, but you have somewhere around $900 worth of product total that you can either retail or use or give away as samples. And that's a great way to get started. The $500 pack, same thing. $250 pack, the same thing. All you have to do is go to any one of the websites and click on join. When you click on join, the starter packs are right there, and it'll give you a detail of each one of them, each one of the packs, as what's in them, okay?
Thank you so much, Jonathan.
You're quite welcome. Now, as an additional bonus for anybody who has already purchased one of the $1,000 kits, just keep in mind that you automatically will be grandfathered in to the A1c hemoglobin, the Hemoglobin A1c research study. So you're automatically going to be getting leads from that. as soon as we get that program rolled out. So that's another benefit to going ahead and buying that $1,000 package. The moment we get it ready, you're in the program. There's no fees, for buying the leads, for being an advocate to participate in the program. You're automatically in. But for everybody else, there's going to be at least some kind of a fee that will help us pay for the marketing and whatever advertisements we'll be doing. We'll be doing Google advertisements and Facebook advertisements and just whatever social media there is. There'll be an ad for someone to be able to click here to join as a participant in a hemoglobin A1c research study using micronutrition. You may qualify for free product. Whew, boy, it's going to be wonderful. Can't wait. That's going to blow up. Go ahead, Mamie. You have a comment?
Yes, and another thing that I was going to say, when I finally talked to Dolores and told her that I wanted to start marketing the product, the first thing she said to me was, just be patient, because if you're, the people are going to come. And that is such, I've seen that over the last couple of months. I've had people that I've sent samples to and called up a couple of times, sent them the meeting information, and I might not have heard from them, over the couple of months, but over the last month or so, every week, one of those people, 1, 2, sometimes 3 of them are calling me saying, hey, I'm ready to get my vitamins. I'm ready, even with the children's vitamins, even though we just started them. I've had like 4 people say, okay, I'm ready to order the products for my kids. So sometimes just be patient, just, stay firm with what you believe, it's a great product, and the people will come. Because if you sent them a sample and they tried it, even though they might not call you right away, they're going to come back because they want to get that feeling again.
Yes, they will. And they're gonna connect that missing pain to that product, that sample that you gave them. They will do it. It's going to happen. So it's always just a matter of time. So that's very good advice. Thank you, Mamie, for sharing that. Go ahead, Dolores.
Say yeah, patience is the key. And just one thing that we know for sure, we have an excellent product. We know the product is excellent. So I had a young lady to text me. It was 11 o'clock at night. She asked me, can you talk for about 10 minutes? So I called her and I've sent her samples. She's been on the meet to a couple of times, but she was interested in finding out, what do I need to do so I can start, I can become a representative, she said, for the product. So I'm looking forward to getting back with her because she's getting ready to go on a new job to Kansas City, I believe, in the medical field. And she realized that she needs to be having these products for herself and to advocate it for other people.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Daphne had another comment?
Yes, I wanted to know, you said that, I'm thinking about going into the health food store when you brought that up, only because you just brought it up. But you said, okay, the micro daily green bottle, if I purchase it on subscription, is $49.99. But if I do it one time, it's $66.99.
There you go. Uh-huh.
So that's what the health food person would sell it for, right?
They have to sell it for retail. If it's going to be any store, it has to be sold for retail.
And then, and they keep the difference from the $49.99, the $50 different from 50 of $66.99, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's a perfect tool. If you may have to create your own consignment sheet. So design your own form, right? And basically just call it a consignment form, and you maybe just Google and find one online, and then write down what you've consigned to that store. And if they sign for it and they say that they've received from you 6 bottles of Micro Daily, and they understand that the price is $50 per bottle, you come back a week later, and if all 6 bottles are gone, what do they owe you?
Right.
Yeah, they owe you that $50 for every single bottle, and now you leave them 6 more.
Okay.
It won't be rocket science for them to realize that they're making money. Every time you come up there, they're making money, and you are so confident in the product that you're leaving it there on consignment.
Okay. Can I ask one more other question? If I don't have any health advocates, but I got a couple of people I know will be good health advocates, but they're not there yet in their own mind. So if I do what you said about go ahead on and make them the health advocate, which do I do that at the 250 level, or at what level do I bring them in now?
Well, you can. Mamie had the same problem where she was signing somebody up, and then she brought him in too low, because by the time they woke up, they really wanted to be at the higher level, and you only get one crack at that higher level.
Yeah, because I wanted to come in at the 1,000, but I didn't realize I did until I came in at the 250.
Yeah, yeah. The best level is that $1,000 level. So you're almost better off, unless if it's somebody that you know is not really gonna, if they're gonna be a go-getter, don't plug them in just yet.
Okay.
Don't plug them in just yet. You could, I haven't done this before, but you could send them. I had a doctor that did this. This doctor was sending me people left and right. She called up and was asking for protocols, constantly asking for protocols, and didn't want to just sign up in the business and wait for her commission. So we worked out an arrangement where basically I just paid her every time she sent me $500 orders, $300, $1,000 orders, whatever, and I would just pay her commissions, for it. So we just had a little thing going on there. So you can actually do that. You're in business. You can structure your business however you want to do your business. So if you've got someone, just like you just said, that that Frances is not making enough money for her referrals, well, you got somebody here that's giving you referrals. Send her half of what you're making on it. If you made $50 on this bottle, send them 25,
Okay. Yeah, okay.
or send them 10. I say thank you. Send them little gift cards. Send them a little gift card. That will start getting their attention. Now they realize, and tell them what you made on it. Tell them I made $50 on this, so I'm sending you 10. You made 50. Why are you sending me 10? Well, once you sign up, you'll get it all yourself.
I wouldn't take that. No, no.
Who wouldn't take that? Frances said she wouldn't take that deal.
No, I ain't taking no 10. Oh, yeah, and some of the houses, they do pay 5,000 and 3,000.
Yeah, I would take the 10. I would take the 10, and then I'd be saying, okay, well, let me jump on in there and
Yeah,
take.
how do I get 50?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mean you made $50 on
Yeah.
everybody I sent? You made $50 about on everybody I sent you? Oh yeah, I sure did. So send them $100, right? So if it was 10 people, send them $10 per person.
And the thing about it, most people don't just want that; they want the boost.
Yes, they do.
They want so you're gonna get, my at least 100 or more. They order like that. So.
Yeah, you send them $10 and say thank you. I made $100 off that person. Here's $10 for you. Thank you. They're gonna love you or hate you.
Okay.
But they're more likely to sign up and come in with that $1,000 package. Well, if you want to make it all yourself, it's $1,000 to get in.
Yeah.
And if you're apologetic about $1,000, they're gonna know you're being apologetic. But if you step to them about $1,000, all it is $1,000 to get started. Put it on a credit card. It's only $1,000. Are you serious? This is your whole business. And then tell them about the health food stores. Tell them about the hemoglobin A1c research study.
So can I come in at $1,000 level and change my 250 level? But I went in and bought the platinum. So can I change my level?
No, you
And
have to
if
call
I can,
customer.
how can I do that?
You have to call customer service, but you only get one crack at it. And you got to do it within the first, I think, 90 days or 60 days to get that to get the platinum package. But now, if you've got children or grandchildren, you can plug them in.
No, I have no children. But I bought the platinum, but I just wanted to be able to get in with the references you're talking about.
Ah, okay, that's a different conversation. We'll talk about that. We'll make that happen.
Okay. All right.
We'll make that happen. Okay, everybody. This 8 minutes and 49 seconds has been over a long time.
Yeah.
So next week, we have been invited.